Falcons fans, welcome in to Falcons Today by Chat Sports. My name is Moose, and on today's show, we're going to talk a little bit about my guy, Xavier Watts, from the University of Notre Dame, who I believe is going to be a top 5 safety at some point in his career, maybe even top 3. But did you know he's also top 5 in Pro Bowl voting? And then this, ESPN's Raheem updates is all I'm going to say about that right now. And if you love what we do, if you love nonstop Atlanta Falcons content, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up icon today. Let's start with the good news, because I want to be a more positive guy surrounding our great players. Xavier Watts is an absolute dog. How do I know? Everybody else is noticing it as well as me. He is now top 5 in Pro Bowl votes.
Damn.
This is now a very interesting Pro Bowl race, because I do believe that he could be number 1 at some point if he continues his amazing play. Here's what AtlantaFalcons.com said about the unbelievable performances he's had so far this year. Watts is an impact player because he takes the ball away. You want to talk about making an impact? Turnovers make an impact. Watts' knock for creating turnovers is more than just talk, as he's currently leading not only the Falcons in interceptions, but also all rookie safeties this season. Oh, by the way, it goes on further than that. He also leads his class in passes defended. Now,
Damn.
not to toot my own horn, but toot, toot. I told everybody.
What's going on?
I literally screamed from the mountaintops. I said, Xavier Watts is a first-round talent. If you do not pick this guy in the first round, you better pick him in the second round. And nobody wanted to do that, and then the Falcons got smart, and they said, you know what? We'll take a guy with first-round talent in the third round. That's called value.
Damn.
Hello. And so far this year, Xavier has been nothing shy of just...
See, like, this irritates me too, because like we have so many good players on our team. This might be one of our like our best years as far as personnel goes, and we have nothing to show for it. Big Falcons fan losing the Super Bowl, yeah, man. It's been a fan over 9 years, man. It's terrible that we haven't really progressed since that day. You know, since 2019, we haven't really progressed that much. Personnel-wise, we have, but as far as coaching staff and win-losses, we ain't got nothing to show for it.
Except, I would like to see him play a little bit more at the line of scrimmage, because he did it a lot at Notre Dame. Get a little bit of TFLs in there. You even send him on a blitz from time to time. 66 tackles, though, 7 PBUs, 3 INTs, with a coverage grade of 70.2, among the very top of all safeties, not just rookies, safeties
Damn.
in the NFL. And if you were wondering who those Pro Bowl voters were for free safety in the NFL, here are the top 5. Kevin Byard for the Chicago Bears notably is having one of the best seasons I've ever seen from a safety. Kalen Bullock is also playing really well. Kirby Joseph, Evan Williams from the Packers, but not far behind him is Xavier Watts. Funny enough, Xavier Watts could be better than all of those guys at some point. I still can't believe he fell to round 3. I had said, and I'm going to say it again, I'm going to say it 85.
I think that year was really just a matter of, you know, us making it for personnel. I don't think Dan Quinn was a huge reason for that, you know. It's funny being here because I started following your channel after you posted a game video. You posted the Falcons to see. Oh my God, that was how many years ago was that? Did we play them last year? Did we play them last year? I can't remember. I know the Seahawks won. I know that, but I don't know what year it was. Oh, damn. Thank you for being here. But I feel like that was 2 years ago. God, I don't think we played y'all last year. I don't remember it. Falcons lose so many damn games, you know. At this point, I lose track of it.
God, I cannot breathe. Get a lot of burp hiccups.
He's been in one of those right now, yeah.
When I saw him play at the University of Notre Dame, I
The
knew
year, it might have been the year before, actually, now I think about it.
3 to top 5 safety at some point in his career. There's just way too much talent. He was easily the best defensive player on the University of Notre Dame, and it wasn't even that close. So to get him in the third round to one of my favorite teams, my favorite team right now in the NFL, I was so excited. Now, brief time out, maybe not right now, because they're pissing. but you get my point. So
Uh,
if you had to show some love to my guy Xavier Watts, do it by spamming those Watts down in the comment section. Let him know, let me know, let the world know that you support our guy Xavier and his amazing season.
what's up, Jody? How you feeling?
Yet to come. Now the bad news. It's from ESPN, Jeremy Fowler, who delivered what I like to call the worst nightmare for the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm going to touch on that in a little bit. But before I do, I got to tell you about our friends over at Factor. As the weather has...
Oh my God! Hold on. Let me see. So this was last year.
This is my first week wearing this Falcons hoodie. It's bad luck. I think you're bad luck.
My gosh, man.
I think the Atlanta Falcons have a hard time beating players with weird names. Taysom.
So that was last year. This was 6 years ago.
Was out within 60 yards.
Why was I putting music behind the video? I hate that. Why the hell was I putting music behind the video? Man. 6 years ago is crazy. But yeah, man. Oh, and there's no. Okay, do we like always play the Seahawks? 5 years ago, 3 years ago. Oh, we beat the Seahawks.
We freaking won.
And I remember this one.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
I made this one in this room. I made this one like back there, in front of my TV. I remember this. This was 2020, wasn't it? Yeah. 'Cause my hair is terrible. Yep. Man, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I thank you for being here that long, though. Yeah, Geno Smith. Geno Smith was just having the game of his life. It's like freaking Bryce Young. Every time he plays the Falcons, he just turns into prime Peyton Manning. It's ridiculous. We new GM. We need a new entire front office. Everyone in our front office, besides maybe Terry, needs to be fired. That's shit. Fire Terry too. If we like, if that's gonna help, fire Terry too. I'm not against that. I'm not against it at all. Everyone who has like a reason to be blamed in this entire scenario, blame them too. Because at this point, you know, it ain't gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt anything. We're already a certain level of bad. You know what I'm saying? We're already a certain level of trash. So at this point, I'm not sure what you know what the risk is. I say. The year the Falcons blew multiple leads. Oh God. What's good, King? What's good with you? How you feeling? Fire Terry, fire Jerry Jones. Yeah, I heard but the Cowboys, they just lost last night, I think. But the Cowboys are like sneaking up on the Eagles. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna like end up beating the Eagles record, but they definitely got a few impressive wins. Last night, I think they got their ass beat by might have been Detroit. I think they played last night and it was like 40-30 or something. I meant to turn the game on too. But how you feel when the Falcons get eliminated Sunday? Relief? Probably a little bit. Once the rage passes after we lose, 'cause I know we're gonna have a terrible game of terrible play calling. Raheem Morris, you know, looking like he just ran into a brick wall head first. You know, what's up, Tay? It's definitely going to be after it passes, you know, it's going to be a lot of relief. But it's not really relief because I still have to watch this team play. It's not going to be relief until week 18. So it's like it will be cool that you know we know they probably going to lose tomorrow. We'll lose on Sunday, but it's like, what am I really gaining here? You know what I'm saying? What are we learning from this? Nothing. We're learning nothing. Shut up, Tay. Damn. because Falcons have very soft. Bro, it's the entire front office is soft. The entire team is soft. Everybody under the entire Falcons umbrella, soft as hell. As hell. When I found out today or yesterday, I was gonna say this in my video on Sunday. I'm probably still gonna do it. Raheem Morris's real name, fucking DeJohnald or some shit. It's like Dejon is. It's something stupid. It's something stupid, and I don't know how this was discovered, but I saw it and it made me even more mad because now I've been calling this man Raheem, and that's his middle name apparently. Apparently his name is DeJohnald Raheem Morris. Apparently that's his name. Apparently. Fucking DeJohnald. What's up? How y'all feeling, man? What's up, Glizor? Until the Falcons make the right moves, I guess. We're never going to make the right moves. I mean, we might make one right move. One maybe, but firing Raheem at this point, it's too obvious for me to start clapping. Like, I'll be happy, but it's like, we're going to need more than that. People talking about, oh, we should pick up Mike Tomlin. For what? Why are we picking up? Why are we doing that? How did you feel Marcus Mariota was starting quarterback on the Falcons? He was bad. He was trash. He was throwing the ball at the grass. He was terrible. Marcus Mariota always been bad, though. So I don't know why, but that's the thing. We're going to have to pick up a Marcus Mariota level quarterback next year. Y'all realize that? We're going to have to do that. Boomsticks was good with you. We're going to have to do that. Because if we let go of Kirk because of the money, Penix is hurt, so he can't play. We don't have any more quarterbacks. So somewhere we're going to have to get a cheap quarterback from somewhere through a trade or free agency. Somehow, some way, we're going to have to get a really cheap quarterback who ain't going to play very well. We have to, that's what's going to have to happen soon. Because who's going to play quarterback next year? Unless you want to run Kirk back. But I hope his contract isn't expiring, because then we really can't do nothing. But I don't know what team is going to want to pick up a huge contract like that, and Kirk doesn't play up to his contract. He's not that good. The problem with the Falcons, when the Falcons fire Raheem, they're going to hire they're going to pick another terrible coach. They're going to pick up someone who fits the Atlanta culture instead of someone who fits a winning damn culture, and then we're back at square one. It's just with somebody else. I say draft a quarterback in the 5th round. That's even worse, because now we're getting a player who steps below Penix. Now we're like at square zero. That's not even square one. If we have to draft a 5th round quarterback, what happens then? So next year is gone. Unless we make a blockbuster trade and trade one of our good players like Drake or Bijan. But I don't want to trade Bijan. He just got here. He's still young. If we trade Bijan for oh my God. Let's put my 10th pick in the draft. But we don't have that 1st round pick anymore, do we? Forgot Kirk was still around until he joined the Falcons. I don't know what team he was on before. I forget. I can't remember. I really don't care, but I don't even know why we decided, hey, let's give this man a huge $20 million billion contract. Kirk damn Cousins at the end of his damn career, and realistically was never that damn good to begin with.
Another man.
What does this say? Hold on. Wait a minute. Can I move y'all? There we go. All right. Another name that is coming up in the conversation is Atlanta coach Raheem Morris, who Falcons slid to 4-8 after a loss to the Jets. Would Falcons owner Arthur Blank be compelled to make a change after 2 disappointing? A little bit. What I've been told is that Blank respects Morris a lot, so I don't expect the rest. I see, bro. Yeah, we traded. I forgot we traded our pick to to the damn Rams, and the Rams are good. So that's not helping anything. I think the Falcons might be the Clippers. We might be the Clippers of the league. We might be the Clippers of the NFL. We gave our pick to a team that we didn't know. The Clippers gave SGA to the Thunder. The Thunder defending champions, and they're like 27-1 right now. We are the Clippers. We have good players on our team. Terrible coaching. We gave our first round pick to a good team, and they're probably Rams are gonna be good for a while, I assume. We're the fucking Clippers. We are the Clippers. Yeah, I'm saying, like, eventually, you know, Bijan, Drake, even our our edge rushers that we got, we have a pass rush for the first time in years, and there's gonna be so many people that just dip out after a while because we're wasting them. We're wasting time. We're actively wasting time. We're actively wasting time. Shout out to Clippers. Yeah, I know you're a Clippers guy. Sing the Falcons? I don't want to sing the Falcons song. Oh my God! Apparently, he just loves Raheem so much he's just willing to ignore the fact that we have another losing season coming next year because we're gonna be even a worse spot next year. Like, oh my gosh, this is the calm before the storm. To be honest with you,
another name that is coming up in conversation. This is from Jeremy Fowler, by the way. Is
Clint Kubiak? Who's that? See, Prodigy singing it. What's up, yo? We are indeed the trash, bro. Some bullshit.
Atlanta's head coach Raheem Morris, whose Falcons slid to 4-8 after a loss to the Jets. Would Falcons owner Arthur Blank be compelled to make a change after 2 disappointing seasons?
No.
What I have been told is that Blank respects Morris a lot, so I don't expect a rash decision one way or the other. Any sort of in-season move would be a mild surprise for Mike. While there's at least some smoke around this job.
See, I hate when people say this too. We have enough talent to turn things around. No, we don't. Obviously, we don't. If we lost to the Dolphins and the Jets, how do we have enough talent to beat the Seahawks? What sense does that make? OC Furniture. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting to fire him postseason, so they're scrambling and firing someone right now. That's a possibility. I just don't like waiting for the Falcons to make these. Like, obviously, they can fire a head coach whenever, but I don't like waiting for this team to do things because the more I wait, the more the time it feels like it's not gonna happen. I remember when Dan Quinn got fired, because I think that day I made another head coach firing video, and he got fired like 20 minutes later. So I mean. But this seems like it's worse than that because they really like Raheem for some reason. But it's like, that's cool. I don't care if y'all are friends or not. You have to be able to look at your friend in the face and say, yo, you're not good for this. I don't hate you. You know what I'm saying? Or I hate him. But, whoever's firing him, we don't hate you. We just need you to go somewhere else. That's it. It's that simple. And if we didn't win against 2 of the worst teams in the league, in the middle of the year and leading up to the end of the year now, because we're closing in on January. Well, this early December, you know what I mean. We got like 3 months left. What are we doing this for? What is all this happening for?
Feels far from finalized, and Atlanta has enough talent to turn things around over the final 5 weeks. If Morris gets a third year, and that's the kicker right now. He gets a third year. I would expect more staff or coordinator changes. Special teams have been a liability, and the offense has regressed despite playmakers on that side of the ball. So what I took from that was Raheem might keep his job.
Oh.
Now, it doesn't mean he's going to keep his job, but it also doesn't mean that he's a guaranteed firing. And if you remember a couple of weeks ago, CBS Sports came out and said, hey, there's a lot of smoke around Raheem Morris's job. And now he's saying, well, that might not be exactly true. Now, ESPN, I should at least mention to you guys as a reminder, these NFL insiders don't just make shit up. They get told information from the locker rooms that they cover, the organizations that they cover. Someone in that Falcons upstairs is saying that Raheem might keep his job.
Great. Awesome.
That's the crazy thing.
Awesome.
So that means on some level, Arthur Blank and Terry Fontenot and Rich McKay all view this as a coordinator problem, not a Raheem problem. The article goes on, and this is what pissed me off more than anything.
Oh.
Fowler says that the expectations would be for a staff or coordinator change after the special teams proved to be a liability. Well, the offense has regressed. Dude, who hired the staff? Like, how am I going in circles with this? Every single episode, I make a new statement that is the exact same roundabout answer that you guys keep getting. Fire Raheem Morris. So I decided I'm going to make a pros and cons.
Oh, here we go.
What Raheem Morris has done as the Dirty Blue.
Okay.
He hired Jeff Albrecht. That's a good thing.
Congratulations.
He picked a great 2025 draft class alongside Terry Funk.
Fair.
That's a good thing. He helped create a better defense. He does get credit for that.
Fair.
He hired Jeff Albrecht. He has a hand in the defense.
I'll give him all three of those things. That's cool.
But then there's the cons.
Give him cons.
Way
Give me them
more
cons.
than the pros. A mismanagement of staff, I kill you. He hired Zach Robinson. That in and of itself is a joke. Clock management malpractice.
Oh.
How many times do we say, take a timeout, Raheem? Or what are you doing, Raheem? He's terrible at the microphone. He gives that doofus coach speak. He's got a lack of offensive development from
Oh, my God.
Junior and company. And he's got, more importantly, a losing record.
It's like, look at this. All 6 of these things, for me, in my head, any other head coach that had all 6 of these things happening in 1 year would get fired immediately. We've had times where we have players injured on the team and the people on the Falcons have no idea and they're not telling anyone. They're just out there playing like Kirk Cousins. Zach Robinson is by far one of the most boneheaded offensive coordinators I've seen in my life. All he knows how to do is throw left, throw right, give it to Bijan and hope to God. That's all he knows how to do. Raheem Morris has no idea how and when to call a timeout, which is literally something that if you're playing Madden, if you're playing at recess, calling timeout is something that you learn at a very small age. When you get tired, call a timeout. It's in all games, every sport. You call a timeout and tag. You telling me you can't do something that you learned something? Call a timeout? Terrible. And we're not even the microphone. He doesn't know what to say. I've never seen him complete a full sentence ever, unless he's telling me he's gonna find a way. That's all I've heard. That's all I've heard from him. What's up, Raymond? That's all I've heard from him, is that him telling me that we're going to find a way. You know what I'm saying? Lack of offensive development. I mean, that's one thing. I mean, I feel like that could be blamed on a few people. And losing record, well, yeah. At this point, they fire Raheem, there'll just be an interim head coach anyway. Yeah, I don't want it to go into the offseason, because I feel like giving the Falcons all this time to, like, then they're gonna talk with Raheem, and then I don't know what Raheem has on this damn team, but it's like you give him a full offseason to talk about it, he may just stay.
Remember, he said yesterday at his press conference, winning is my job. Well, you're doing a shitty job of that, Raheem.
Yeah.
The cons outweigh the...
And you saw he said he was talking to some dude, I think it was like in the tunnel for the locker room, and he was like, stats are for losers. Raheem, what are you? What are the Falcons? We're losers. So stats are for you. We talking some stats. I don't like listening to stats. Stats are losers. That's for, you are stats. You should be stat man. For my wrestling fans, you should be Chris Statlander, because you are stats. You are stat. You should be. I'm gonna call you stat. I'm gonna start calling him Stat Morris. Cause you can't say something's for losers and then you be a loser. They're for you. You're. That's you. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? It's just idiotic at this point.
And if the cons outweigh the pros, Relationship 101 tells you, dump them immediately. Why are we still continuing to do this? Why? are we continuing to make Raheem's job look like it's safe? Why on earth is he still employed? And why is it taking so long?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. What's happening to Youngway? I saw him like kick the ground that other game recently. I don't know what his problem is. He just like fell off a cliff recently. I don't know what happened. I personally don't think that we should have let him go. But I tell you, if we were about to win a game and he kicked the ground, I don't know how I would have reacted. I don't know how I would have reacted if it was like a game time victory. I would take a miss wide left or bong off the post. If the Falcons were about to win a game and Youngway kicked the ground, I don't know. I'll be even more mad. I can't blame that Raheem. I can't blame that on him. I don't know if it was a bad snap or I don't know what happened there, but that was bad.
For this staff, this ownership, to realize what we all know. Raheem and Zach Robinson and Marquise Williams and this entire coaching staff is not good enough to lead the talent that's already on the roster. Period.
Yeah, but it's like if Adrian Peterson has those yards and they're losing games, he would be classified as a loser. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't take away from how good he is as running back. It's like Bijan. Bijan's having a great year this year. Does that make him a loser? Yeah, because they're losing games. Losing is just it's losing. That's it. Has Bijan Robinson lost more than he's won? Yeah. That doesn't take away from his natural ability. That just means that he's lost more games than he's won. But if we're looking at him on paper, he's top 3 running backs in the league. Maybe 2. You got Saquon, you got James Cook, you got Jahmyr Gibbs, you got Bijan. It's interchangeable for me. Earlier this year, he was number 1. Week 1, week 2, week 3, he was number 1 running back. It kind of fizzled out now because now everyone knows how the Falcons play, and Zach Robinson has no idea how to switch things up. So everyone knows just stop Bijan. As hard as that may be, you only got to watch 2-3 plays. You know what I'm saying? Zach Robinson only calls a few plays for Bijan, and half of them are very uncreative. So it ain't that hard. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Before I take on off, what's the likelihood that Raheem Morris coaches in Atlanta in 2026? Scale it 1 to 5.
4.
I would have told you, like 5 being like he's staying, 1 meaning he's going to be gone. If it was just 2 days ago, I would have told you it was a 1. Now I'm thinking it might be a 2 or I don't know.
I think it's a damn 4.
We're going to have to see as the season goes along. That's going to do it for us, Falcons fans. A reminder to hit that subscribe button, like the...
I think it's a damn 4. Chris Jones ain't done dirty, but he's doing good at DC and San Fran. Definitely head coach material. Hey, listen. At this point, almost, you know...
Studio with guys, and credit to the Jets for their 3rd victory of the season, but I think maybe
can we get Michael Vick back? Is he still analyst? Can we get Michael Vick back? Like, can he play still? No, he's a head coach for somebody in college. 'Cause I saw him and Deshaun Jackson had like a coach off. It was like Deshaun Jackson was coaching some team. I think it's either college or some other league. I don't know.
Required on the other side, and JJ, the question sort of becoming for Atlanta: when and who is held responsible for what the season has not been? Supposed to be a step forward, it feels like they're regressing.
Oh, there's no question that the Atlanta Falcons are regressing. This is a bad loss for Atlanta. I want to give respect to the New York Jets, but when Bijan Robinson goes for nearly 200 yards, rushing and
the thing is, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice Bijan had that great of a game because of how mad I was that they lost. It totally left my brain that he had that good of a game until I saw Raheem mention it in the Stats Are For Losers interview he did with that dude. Another thing he said was that there's no such thing as losing teams, just losing leaders. That's what I'm saying. I feel like he wants to. I feel like he knows that he's not good for the team because he keeps saying things that are like, "Yeah, it's my fault." But Arthur Blank and everyone else, "Oh, it's not your fault." Rich McCann, "Oh, it's not your fault, Raheem. Just keep being mediocre. This is good. Just keep being trash. You know, just keep being trash forever." Because we're best friends, Raheem. We're just best friends. I saw and AJ Terrell got man of the year. Shout out AJ Terrell, man. Great guy. That's my dog. Great guy. I don't know what. Hold on. I don't know what thing I watched. Oh God, look at this. Don't smile. One year ago, everything went wrong.
All right, regular practice today. Ready to go out, get ready to face a very challenging opponent. Very good football team.
Yeah, Coach, this was looking at numbers yesterday that looked like they got one of the top run defenses in the league.
Oh yeah.
Those big guys up front. Is that being kind of worked down start for your offensively?
They are challenging almost on every single level. You know, they got a really good front. Leonard Williams is one of the best players in our league. You know, obviously they went out and got D-Law from Dallas. You know, obviously we got a lot of familiarity with how they coach the front.
Like ain't shit funny.
With adding in there.
For real.
Attack style. They have a style that they can play. Be able to play the run. They have a bunch of guys up there, Byron Murphy, that really played it well. They got Ernest Jones at the middle linebacker position, which we know really well, just based off being with them out in LA. Very good football player in all rights. And then obviously they picked up a bunch of guys in the draft. They got their young nickel plan, who's safety / nickel. Kind of got that Baltimore type feel that they've had. Coach has done a great job out there with that defense, getting those guys going. They play with a lot of confidence up front. They play a lot of confidence across the board. And there'll be a really good challenge for us, for our football team.
Jones, how does he have 5 picks?
He is very instinctual. He has a unique skill set to be able to drop in coverage and max routes and play different patterns. He has great hands. He is very good, skillful at blitzing when he has his opportunities. When he gets on backs, he's virtually unblockable. You got to be locked and loaded to play this man. He's going to be everywhere. He's a very instinctual player that is around the football at all times. He's been like that since a rookie. And it's always great to see him have success, just not this Sunday.
You expecting Drake to be at practice today, or where's he at?
Drake will be out of practice today, but he's still in the day-to-day, format. So we'll kind of check him out. He'll do some running stuff with our people on the side, but he won't be at practice. He won't be doing practice things today. Yes.
What are you looking for? This is kind of a general question, but what are you looking for from Kirk, I guess, for the final 5 games?
Throw the ball.
Sorry, Mark, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it was pretty easy. Obviously winning would be number one, and then the second part of that is just being the operator he's been the last 2 weeks. I thought he's going out the last 2 weeks and really operated at a very high level. Meaning not turning the football over, really getting our offense going, really moving the football down the field, beginning to create down the field, not passing game. Obviously getting us going, putting us in the end zone, the red zone. We've been very effective in the red zone the last handful of weeks. Probably well before Kirk got in, but he's just continued to be able to do those things. So all of those things are really positive strides in the right direction. I think Kurt's done a nice job of really stepping in, taking over that leadership role. The one Miami game, I don't think he's in a great spot when he's coming in as a backup that way, or so many unknowns involved. And he's shown that in the last 2 weeks, being able to go out there with the full boatload of preparation and all that entails to be able to go out there and really execute at a high level.
How much input has he had on?
See, people, they're not asking the right questions. And that's another reason why I hate watching these things, because they don't ask the right questions. They ask these generic ass, how does Drake London feel about running the slant route? How does Kirk Cousins feel about winning the game? Bitch, you're not helping anything. Raheem don't say nothing. Y'all not saying nothing. What are we talking for 15 minutes for? No one's asking the real questions. Raheem, why are you doing this wrong? Raheem, what's going on with your clock management? And what's going on with play calling? What's going on with your player management? What's going on in your brain? Let me walk into the brain of Raheem Morris. As scary as that may be, let me know how your brain works when that game begins. Am I ever going to get that? Or are we going to ask these softball questions? How do you feel about this team coming in and playing? They're going to beat us. That's how I feel. Unless we figure out what's going on. And if we want to make the playoffs. See, that's what I'm saying. They don't want me in media. They do not want me to have media credentials. I'm going to start asking them questions he's not going to want to answer. Yo, why are you stupid? Realistically, why are you stupid? And I'm not even asking that to make fun of him. I'm literally asking him so I can get to the bottom of what your problem is, so I can help. Like, I just want to. I want something. You have to let me know something. I can't help if you won't help yourself. Someone has to help me here. We have to help each other. Something has to change, and nothing is
I
changing.
wouldn't say that with Drake. You know, Drake's just, when he's ready to go, and we put him out there. But Charles, that'll all be, health related. Everything we're gonna do with Drake is definitely take care of Drake, make sure he's good. We won't put him in harm's way by any means. When he's ready to go, Drake will
You guys be eliminated if you lose this week, or the Buccaneers win. So I don't think y'all make playoffs. Yeah.
We love watching him play football. The connection with his guys, he values very much. He's at every single meeting.
I don't think the Falcons front office gives a damn about the fans. To be honest with you, I don't think they care. They have no incentive to care. What are we doing for them? Just like in a generic sense, what are the fans benefiting the Falcons? We're just there. We're gonna watch anything. It's not like I don't think the ratings are going down or ticket sales and stuff. The Falcons still have a passionate fan base, so they have no reason to not. It's not a thing of like. I think it was the Browns or the Jets where like people really stopped going to the games, like in droves, and there was empty parts of it and it looked bad. The Falcons, as far as I know, still have a full arena every week. Some of the Falcons fans still travel to other places to watch this team play. I don't understand why, but they do it.
Thing. He's at all things encompassing. So he's one of those guys from space.
We saw a couple of new names, or at least one new name last week at receiver. You've obviously been scrambling, trying to keep that going in his absence. You mentioned getting the Darnell Mooney back that you saw against the Saints.
You know what? I can't do it. I need to listen to someone else. Or hold on. I kind of want to hear freaking Zach Robinson, so that's what I kind of want to hear.
Like I said, we're not going to get Ben Johnson, so we can take the Ben Johnson approach without the actual coach. And I'm going to break it down, like I said. Before I do that, got to ask you guys to do something for me real quick. If you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button.
What's up, bro?
You think it's a Morris. We know Raheem's gone. We know he's not going to be here, and neither is Zach Robinson. So this plan is going to be from the point that we have fired Raheem Morris heading into the 2026 season. Are you with me so far? Good. Let's get into the plan. I like to call it the quick.
Oh, this is who y'all talking about. This is who y'all talking about, right? Clint Kubiak?
Hire Clint Kubiak. I've seen enough. He's the best offensive coach on the market for this upcoming hiring cycle. He is by far and away the best thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, which, by the way, statistically speaking, is top 10 in a multitude of categories. Total yards per game.
Damn.
352.5. That's ninth. Passing yards per game, also ninth. Running yards per game, 18th. Ooh, not so good. But they don't have Bijan Robinson.
They don't have Bijan Robinson.
They score, and they score a lot. Fourth in the NFL.
See, do y'all remember how good the Falcons were at scoring the year we went? That's the reason why we won and lost. But that's the reason why we got that far. Because we were blowing the scoreboards up. So if we get a head coach, now I see this guy's pretty good. I'm very unfamiliar with this man, but y'all were telling me, and now I'm looking at the stats here. If we get someone who understands how to get the ball down the field and how to confuse defenses with our defense now, we might be able to win some games next year. Maybe, if this is the guy, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how the Seahawks, finish this year.
9.2 points per game. Now, remember when I said we have to take the Ben Johnson approach? What is the Ben Johnson approach?
He went from Seattle. Oh, he went to Seattle from Atlanta. So he was out. Wait, he was already here before? He was already like a coordinator first before?
Well, it starts by being a leader of men. We haven't seen that necessarily from Clint Kubiak, but I haven't heard anything negative about it. But what do the very best offensive coordinators do in the league? They lean on a strong
Those stats was for
run.
losers. Yeah, look, every Falcons fan needs to be super stats because we are losers. If we're going over the Raheem Morris stat, we need to be super stats because we are losers. We are trash. So we need to be in every stat possible. That's why Kubiak, whenever he should in Seattle, you know him already? Ah, okay.
With heavy uses of play action. Well, what do we know about the Falcons? Way over there on the left on this chart.
That is interesting. We do not run play actions. That's crazy. There's always motion, but that's crazy. And we're up here. That's disgusting. We're up here. Huh. I think we will benefit from some play action. I think. Huh.
Any play action, but they use a lot of motion. That's not fooling anybody. Oh, wait a minute. Where are the Seahawks and the Bears? A lot of play action, a lot of motion. And notice all of the best offenses in the league, by the way, the Rams, the Colts, the Broncos, who are starting to play a little bit better on offense, all of them have two things in common. One, all really good records. Two, lots of play action, lots of motion. Because when you have a talent like Jonathan Taylor or like a talent like Bijan Robinson, having defenses bite on the run fake is important. So we can sit.
That's one of the problems that the Eagles are having too, because they have a really good offense, but they're not winning. They're not putting up points. It's like they're not doing. They're just running straight up plays. Huh? I never looked at like a graph like this. At least not this year.
And just kind of question what is going on with Zach Robinson.
This explains a lot.
He's not nearly as creative or as efficient as some of these other candidates that are coming in and other head coaches in the NFL. It's just the reality of the situation. So I would hire Clint Kubiak immediately. Step 2 of this awesome plan. Say goodbye to Kirk and say goodbye.
All right, how do y'all feel about how y'all feel about Kyle Pitts, man? Listen, I like Kyle. I really do. I think I was hyped when we picked him up. I think one of his stats was he didn't drop a ball in college like ever. I'm thinking this guy is gonna be crazy. On paper, he is, but I don't know if it's just him not getting the ball a lot. But he dropped the ball a few times. I think it was last week. He had a few drops. No, I think it was either last week or the week before. We actually started to use him more, and I'm like, okay, he's here now. But I really like Kyle Pitts. I think he's a really good player to have, but it seems like he's not being used to his best potential. So I definitely understand. I definitely understand the reasoning for letting him go. You feel me? But Kirk, absolutely. We can if we can get a good package for trading Kirk and Pitts may be able to soften up the blow of taking that huge Kirk contract. We could maybe get a package for a B-level quarterback, maybe. Maybe if we can get Kirk and Pitts and something in there, you know what I'm saying?
Mostly because of the money. In fact, I would say 99% of this is because of the money. If
yeah.
you cut Kirk and Pitts, or not even cut. If you cut Kirk and you just let Kyle Pitts walk, you'd be saving almost $46 million against the cap space for 2026, which currently the Falcons are 27th in the NFL in 2026 cap space.
Because hold on, let me be like receiver. Let me see something real quick. Let me try this. I never used this website before, but I had to make sure. Trade machine. All right, let's look at this. All right, so there we go. So let's say how you do this though. Ebiketie. How do you work this thing? you work this website? Hold on. Oh, I know what you gotta do. Okay, I'm stupid. But who would I freaking trade? Who would we trade Kirk to? That has like hold on. So Lamar Jackson, they have Bo Nix, Mahomes, Drake May, Josh Allen, Stroud. I don't know who the Raiders quarterback is. Jets is what, Tyrod. I don't know who the second string is. Daniel Jones, Herbert, I think, right? I don't know who the Steelers is. Brown. It's just like, I don't even know who we would be able to like trade with that would like take up the contract. That's where I'm confused at. You know what I'm saying? Like, because even if we go for like, I don't know. Let's just say Baltimore. Because Baltimore is rebuilding too. That's the thing. They don't even have a second string quarterback on here. Or Tyler Huntley. The Seahawks might be willing to let Jalen Monroe go. I don't know what Drew Lock's status. If I use a different website, I don't like the way this website works. Oh, this is cool. Okay, okay. Where the Falcons at? Oh, here. Okay. Oh, this is freaking. Oh my God, this is super outdated. Damn. Oh, this is a mock draft. Yeah. These websites suck. But I don't know. Seahawks ain't gonna turn Kirk. I wouldn't expect them to at this point.
You get rid of Kirk and you get rid of Pitts, there's $46 million instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not stopping there. I'm trimming out the edges. I'm cutting out the fat for 3 other players as well. Unfortunately, Leonard Floyd.
I don't wanna get rid of Leonard Floyd though. Agnew, he can go. I ain't gonna lie. Agnew, get out of here. Onyemata, I'm kind of on the ropes with. I do not want to let Leonard Floyd go. But if we do let him go, we have $50 million to do something. Because he's taking up a lot. But these cuts would help. Because we're already at 46. If we get rid of Kirk and Kyle, that's 46 on the table we got. We can possibly get about $60 million in cap to do something. And that's enough to make a few transactions, you know what I'm saying? That's very much enough to get a few transactions out of this, to at least get us what I think our number one priority should be is a sustainable quarterback, especially with the injury with Penix. So I think if I'm doing it, I'm going all in for a quarterback, and then we make our move from there, you know.
You're a journeyman at this point. You know, you've had a really good NFL career, but I'm going to roll with Caden Ellis, James Pierce Jr., and Jalen Walker. That's a $10 million cap.
That's fair. That's also fair.
I know there's a lot of people that don't want to get rid of David Onyemata, but I'll explain coming up in a little bit why I'm parting ways with him. $11.6 million in cap space.
Damn.
$2.5 million from Jamal Agnew, who proved to have one of his worst games, and he's been absolutely atrocious, by the way, this entire season on special teams.
Mm-hmm.
Your new cap savings amount is $70 million. Think of what you could buy with $70 million.
If we had $70 million to do whatever, bro, man, see, that's why they need me in this front office. If I had $70 million just to do whatever with, we getting somewhere. I'm.
Now, you could go out and sign a bunch of players that are lower cost, but
Yeah.
equal up to $70 million. Or you could spend a good chunk of money on a couple of free agents that are really, really good at their positions. And I'm going to tell you exactly what that is because I've highlighted two players that I think would fit perfectly on this Falcons defensive line coming up here right after I tell you about our friends over at Factor. Listen.
What are we going to do for the quarterback, though?
I'd sign John Franklin Myers or DJ Reader. Who are these guys specifically? John Franklin Myers currently plays for the Broncos. He's defensive lineman who's a combo run stopper and pass rusher. And DJ Reader, you're a little more savvy veteran that pretty much just stops the run. He is the traditional nose tackle, 330-pound big boy on that trench on the defensive line. And like I said, they're completely different players. John Franklin Myers is going to cost you a little bit more. He's a little.
Yeah, I don't think that he's gonna. I thought I heard that he was still gonna be out by the time next season started. At least like the first half of it. I don't know for sure, but I thought that he was gonna be out for like a while because he has to get surgery. That's why I'm saying like I don't think, and even in the best case scenario, Penix is ready week 1. I'm not ready to throw him out there. If he's just coming off of an injury like that apparently he's had multiple times, I'm not really that confident. And if we don't have Kirk, we only got him. What if he gets hurt again? Like it's just now he's starting to trickle into that area where you don't want to be as far as like being injury prone. I'm not calling him that now, but I'm saying he's starting to trickle down there. And if he gets to that point, it's a very hard narrative to shed. Once you're injury prone, nobody wants you, you know, and you're pretty much stuck where you at, or you just, you know what I'm saying? But as far as I knew, he wasn't going to be back until like mid-season next year. If he's ready by week 1, that's awesome. But again, I'm still not super happy with that because he's just coming off the damn table. Not much time left for the return. I mean, I would hope so. If that's true, then that's even better. But it's also kind of worse at the same time. That's why I'm like, I'm not super confident in him being ready week 1. I would like for him to be. You know, and even that's like an approximate kind of thing. Anything can happen between now and then, you know. I'm just like I don't know. I'm very much scared of it. Yo, Bruce, thank you for watching, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. I try. I appreciate you, man. I'm trying to figure out something to do on this channel as far as Falcons goes when the season ends, because that's where I have like, you know, these weeks when we're playing every week, you know, obviously, but I'll probably end up doing like Falcons live streams. Cause once the season ends, then I'll probably just doing like wrestling and music content again. But I'll probably do Falcons live streams just to keep the Falcons content going throughout the off season, especially if we make some moves and shit like that. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you. There's no Jalen Walker rookie season. He's one of the star players of this team, and we need to treat him as such. I just hope he doesn't want to leave. But he's having an amazing year, and he's a very big part of why this Falcons team has like shedded skin from the other years, and I'm really excited for his future. So he's definitely someone who I'm really excited for. Just as like getting better and progressing.
A little bit more expensive in the ballpark of about $20 million for his next contract. And Reader's going to cost you about what David Onyemata is going to cost you at $11 million. Now,
hey, $4.99 super chat, Bruce. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You share your football content is prime. That's what my hardest thing is, like trying to find stuff to do during the off season. And so many people do it, but it's like it's a very tough thing for me to figure out. But we'll work on it. But thank you for the super chat, Bruce. I appreciate you for real. I understand the Kyle Pitts. We were just talking about him. We were just talking about Kyle Pitts. I find that he leaves, he will die somewhere else. That's the problem I have, and that happens with my other sports teams as well. I have a problem when I have a player that I really, really like, and he's like has potential, but on the team he's just not good. I hate like wanting to trade him because if he goes somewhere else and he's good there, I feel like we just lost out on somebody. And if to me, if Kyle Pitts finds his way onto a team that they run their they run their offense through the tight end, he's gonna be having a great year because he's still a good tight end. But I feel like we can't really blame him for all the drops and stuff when for half the year he wasn't getting any targets. He's just out there running cardio. He's out there running routes. You understand? So it's like as much as I get mad for him not being able to make some plays at certain points, it's like when he's being used and when the offense is being run through him, he's always good. You know, so it's like I don't understand. Y'all lose Sunday out of the playoffs? Yeah, we're pretty much out now. We're not going to be Seattle. I'll be very surprised if we do. And even that, I don't want to go to the playoffs. We don't deserve it. I don't want to stumble into the playoffs. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want us to be a playoff team. I don't want us to be one of them wild card teams that somehow gets in there. That works with basketball sometimes. That don't work with football. Football, you get exposed pretty quick if you're not supposed to be there when February rolls around or when mid-January comes around. If you're not supposed to be there, a team that's supposed to be there will hit you in the mouth, and then you ain't going to do nothing about it. And we're a team that if we find a way to stumble to the playoffs, we're not going to get very far. And what's the point? I know, we will break our playoff drought. Okay. Losing around in the wild card, that's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. If Sean Payne is that's what I'm saying. Like, a head coach that knows what to do with a premier tight end, what happens? What do we do? What happens now? You know what I'm saying? Now we have to watch Kyle Pitts 15 catches, 300 yards, and we can't do nothing about it because realistically on paper, the man is a freaking he's a huge tight end. Gotta have someone like that on your team. Yeah, we're gonna lose to the Bucks. Definitely lose to the Rams. So it's like if we don't lose on Sunday, we're gonna lose somewhere, you know. And we might beat the Saints at the end of the year. That's the game I'm planning on going to. I hope I can. It's a lot of stuff I'm trying to figure out right now. But I really want to make it to Atlanta for Week 18, at least for 2 days, like Saturday and Sunday. That's my plan right now. But you know, we'll see what happens. I'm not familiar with Raheem Morrissey, defensive-minded coach. Yes, he was I believe he was a defensive coordinator for the Rams, and I think he won a championship with them. He's a defensive coach. He's not meant to be a head coach. He's meant to be a defensive coordinator. So everything else that isn't revolving around defensive coordinating, he ain't good at it. That's why he never should have been our head coach. That's why I'm so confused on why they even picked him up, because he's not meant to do this job here. He's meant to be coordinating defense, not coordinating everything. You know what I'm saying? He's not good at that. And this is where we're at.
Mata and sign the likes of either John Franklin Myers or DJ Reader. Let's just take a look at their numbers. They play completely different positions, but they're both on the defensive line. Reader, nose tackle plug on the defensive line. He's not going to sack the quarterback, but the Falcons don't necessarily need that. John Franklin Myers,
I think we need that.
Pretty good at stopping the run, pretty good at getting the
What?
quarterback. He's not nearly.
He was on for what? He had a match? I didn't watch. All I saw was Melo lose to Ilya. He was on Smack. What do you mean? What the fuck? Are you serious? The hell? The 1 week I don't turn this bitch on. It's on my other tab. I've been, watching this. What the hell?
As stout against the run as DJ Reader is, but can also add that extra element. He's kind of the hybrid do-it-all defensive lineman. So the reason that I say you could sign either one of these guys is because, one, they're both very talented, and two, both excel against the run. Finding plugs on that defensive line is going to shore up that run stopping, which has been a major problem for the Falcons the entire season. Now, there have been a lot of bigger problems other than the Falcons not being able to stop the run, but majority of that is coaching. We've already established that Clint Kubiak's our next head coach. So, this is my step 3. And if you like the plan so far, if you're liking the rebuild plan, type Y for yes, and if you hate it or you're not my cup.
The winner of the NXT Championship match at Deadline will face Cody next week at... Oh, wow. And Mercedes lost? Oh, my God. Uh-oh. There's a lot of things going on today.
Type your N for no. But I would love to hear why you put your N for no down in the comment section down below. Step 4, also in free agency, by the way. Sign Jamel Dean. Can you do this immediately?
Is he a safety?
Because Mike Hughes
or a corner?
is old, he gets cooked far too often, and I thought against the Jets, he showed his age. And Jamel Dean is young. Jamel Dean is hot. Pause. Jamel Dean
Man,
is
that was
playing
crazy.
and he's playing like one of the best corners in the NFL.
Corn-
It's not
yeah.
even just like
I heard about him. I heard about
he's
Jamel
playing
Dean.
like one of the best in the NFL. 28 tackles, 3 picks, and 6 PBUs. He's like one of the lone bright spots on that Tampa Bay defense. And I get it. Poaching from another team, especially one of your division rivals, is always tough. But if you offered him big-time money, you got to go with pay for it. He's very familiar already with the division. And like I said, playing like one of the best cornerbacks in the
Just
NFL.
on Ring of Honor. Damn.
By the way, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers...
I don't watch any Falcons channel, but this guy's funny.
Morrison from the University of Notre Dame. He could take over Dean's spot if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers decided to move off of the likes of Dean. But going into their last game against the Arizona Cardinals, he had played 10 games, 31 tackles, 7 PBUs, and 3 INTs. Which I now realize means that one of our...
Oh, yeah, I forgot we played Tampa on Thursday. I forgot about that. Because I was worried because on Sunday... What's up, Galaxy? On Sunday, I'm going to be traveling. So I thought I was going to be able to make a video, but I forgot they got Thursday Night Football. So actually, I might stream Thursday Night Football because Thursday nights I'm off work. I might live watch Thursday Night Football. We could do that instead of Sunday. Because we might do that instead. Instead of live watching Seattle, we may live watch Thursday. Because I'll be home on Thursday. That's what we might do. Yeah. Okay, I'll think about that. Yeah. Or both. I don't know. It depends what happens.
All right. These are the accurate or more accurate numbers, I would say, heading into where we're at right now. So, looking at the Falcons' cornerback depth chart already, I think it's kind of proven that Bowman, Terrell...
I'll be if you do. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to.
Bowman's gonna be your
Especially for Thursday. Sunday is a toss-up. Thursday,
He's got
I'm locked
4
in.
years as an Atlanta Falcon. You could make the argument that you wanted to play Kobe Bryant on that outside.
Kobe Bryant.
spot, which is fine. I'm okay with that. D. Alford's also another option for the Dirty Birds, but he's more of a slot corner as
We need to play Kobe Bryant. That's my guy.
So I would go out and get a for sure thing. You really want to beef up that other outside cornerback 2 spot, Dean is your guy. 1,000.
I also want that player on I think it's Seattle named Michael Jackson. We need Kobe Bryant and Michael Jackson on the Falcons. That's what we need. We need both the legends on our team, man. That's what I need. I don't know how good he is, but I just want Michael Jackson to be on the Falcons. And the Kobe. We already got Kobe, so.
Step of the entire step 5.
I'm not mad at this. So this will be our new head coach. Fire Raheem / I guess Kirk and Pitts go away. That takes up a lot of our cap space, along with the 3 other defensive players he said cut. We signed. So I guess he's assuming that Penix will be ready week 1, and then we draft Jaden Maiava, whoever. Oh, I didn't hear what he said about this guy. Hold on.
Outside cornerback 2 spot, Dean is your guy.
All right, so to you too. Thank you for coming on by.
And then comes to the hardest step of the entire plan. Step 5. In the draft, draft Jaden Maiava. I've seen enough from this kid. I think he's going to be a hell of an NFL player. Maybe not year 1. And I'm not asking or advocating to get rid of Michael Penix Jr. That's not what...
He's a quarterback. Okay, he's a quarterback. Now we're talking. Okay.
But you would be foolish to sit here and say Michael Penix needs no backup plan.
Thank you. That's what I said.
With Penix because it was a fluke injury. There are no longer fluke injuries. 5 season-ending injuries in 8 years.
Oh my God.
That's not fluke. That's a pattern. And Jaden Maiava.
What I tell y'all, he's teetering on that injury-prone list. That's what I said. I didn't. Oh, let me hold on. Let me see this guy. Is it Jaden Maiava? Let me see this guy.
We think can help us, and if guys keep playing well, they'll keep playing them.
Maiava.
Oh, he has legs. Oh, he has legs. Oh. Oh.
The path is clear, and he scores a touchdown. The
first of his USC career.
Is the Loft doing a new supernatural
Pretty
shit?
tight
What?
race, and we can see why. Free rusher slides to his right.
I like his legs.
The ball, and it says, "I got a little green grass. I'm gonna get a little."
Let me see your arm though. Let me see his arm. Let me see your arm. Oh, he's tall. Oh, ooh.
He broke it down into a stutter step for a first down. By Pinfeld, and you see why. Play action, Mayava. He rolls to his right, and he throws.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. The shit they had from Roman? Oh, absolutely not.
Deuce Robinson at 6'6", went high to make the play. Now Branch wants that first touchdown. He is.
Because I tell you, when I first watched Penix play, the one thing that I don't like about Penix's game is that he has a bad overthrowing problem. But I remember telling y'all, I'd rather have a quarterback that overthrows than a quarterback that underthrows. Underthrows, you know, most likely gonna be intercepted, throw behind your receiver, incomplete, you know, stuff like that. You overthrow, nobody gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? If I have to take one, I'm taking the overthrow over the underthrow. Either, of course, I don't want either of them. I would like if you were neither of those things, but I would much rather take you having too much arm than not enough. You feel me? Just to go middle of the second round. Do we have a second round pick? We don't have one, do we? I don't know if we have a second round pick. Oh, this is last year. Yeah, okay, we have a second round pick. We're just expected to be used as a defensive player. See, predicted to select a receiver. I don't want a damn receiver. I don't want a receiver at all. Huh.
Best college football quarterbacks.
Oh shit, hold on.
The league. 66% completion percentage. Almost 3,500 yards. 23 touchdowns, 8 picks. Guy can sling the rock. There's a lot of great measurables, tangibles, and intangibles about this player. Like, for the first part.
Touchdown. Finally, Zachariah Branch. On second and goal for USC. Mayava whips it out wide, and it is batted and caught. Over the years, with McCree in motion, fake it, go over the top, down the sideline. Deuce Robinson is gone. Mayava, what a cut, touchdown.
This little zone read in some of their games, they could have maybe won a few more of them. And this is what 14 brings to the table.
I like him.
And that was cut right there.
Obviously, this is highlights, you know, so I'm not going to see nothing that like he does wrong, but.
Operating with pace, Mayava to pass on first down. Lets it go deep down the middle, completes. Big gain for the Trojans. Makai Lemon picking his way down to the 20-yard line.
It looks like he has an arm, so, you know.
Mayava, plenty of time. In trouble. Evades. Mayava, end zone.
That's a good throw. That's a good throw. That's a good throw.
Jaden Mayava to Jacoby Lane. Does he have possession? 1 foot inbounds. Yes, he does.
Wow. Oh, tush push. Falcons do it too.
Joyner was up there pushing. Oh, they're right at the goal line. I thought he got across there. Checking out of it, they are. Jacoby Lane, touchdown. Whoa, that one had some smoke. Push. This time airborne. Touchdown. Yep.
I like it.
Little different route that time for Maeva.
Yo, what's going on?
Up in the air for the score. I went low last. I don't need a
Superman, oh, you.
That's easier. And bring it back. As is Joyner. Maeva hesitates, throws late. Touchdown. Jacoby Lane.
All right.
Part of it all. 6'4".
6'4". Sloppy footwork when the pocket collapses. That's not good. But lightning fast release with a quick game execution. I mean, if you can get the ball out before the pocket collapses, then you know. Oh nah. I wish I gotta get my PlayStation repaired, so that's another problem I got. But
Lightning fast release with quick game execution. Lincoln Riley.
I want to start playing that game too.
Now,
A lot more.
Say this. When the pocket collapses, sloppy footwork. That can be fixed, especially with the likes of a guy like Clint Kubiak. Not with Zach Robinson. If you take
Hell no.
a quarterback and Zach Robinson is still your OC, there's almost a guarantee there will be no development. But the reason I'm making this move is because my worry is with Penix's health.
That's what I said.
Penix is able to go week 1 under a new head coach and under a new coordinator. The thought will still loom. How long until the next season-ending injury?
That's what I'm saying.
You've got to have a backup plan. You've got to be able to supplant Michael Penix Jr. if you needed to. And again, I don't think that anybody should be starting week 1 over Penix if he's ready to go. You keep Penix, you dump Kirk, you draft Maeva, and you have a backup plan. It's the calling card of any good GM. Fontenot, looking at you. Grade my rebuild. A, B, C, D, or F.
I ain't gonna lie. I give it an A. There's nothing wrong with what he did. I really realistically would give it an A. We have, we keep James Pierce, we keep Jalen Walker, we keep the players that we need to keep. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on? You definitely do more live streams. I'm definitely going to. I'm probably going to do a live watch along on Thursday for the game against Tampa. I may do one on Sunday for Seattle. Not sure because I'll be probably asleep then because I work at night. So maybe, I don't know. But for sure, Thursday Night Football, I should be here for that to watch that game with y'all. So yeah, hopefully, YouTube's copyright thing. That's the reason why I can't. I'm not really on here live streaming as much as I want to because their copyright thing is weird. But you're gonna get banned. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm afraid of. But we'll try to figure something out. We'll figure something out. Maybe I'll turn the audio real low and then we'll just see what happens. I don't know. Obviously, I can't show the screen, but we'll see what happens.
Not to toot my own horn here, but I think this is pretty good. B+, A-. Either way, you let me know down in the comment section down below. Give me your grade. It'll be the pinned comment of today's video. That's going to do it for us on today's episode. A reminder to hit that subscribe button, like today's video. Rise up, Dirty Birds fans, and be cool.
Huh. Yeah, I don't think that was a you get banned for saying this. I mean, listen, if they don't play bad, then I won't say nothing. No, I'm gonna try my best to hold my tongue. Cause I know we're gonna lose to Seattle. The Tampa game, I still think we should be able to beat them. I really do think so. So, I mean, but I don't know, man. It's just we're in such a weird spot right now, bro. Listen, the Seahawks gonna win, man. That's just what it is. There's very little chance that the Falcons remember how to play football, and even if we do, y'all just a better team. So 9 times out of 10, y'all just gonna win. It's just gonna be like that. I fully accepted that. Y'all are so much of a better team. Unless the Falcons really don't want to lose, which, I mean, I don't think that matters because Raheem Morris is still the head coach. So it's like, what does that matter? But at the same time, it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't much that we can do. There is not much that we can do at all. The catch Raheem says we have to find a way. We have to find a damn way. And I'm going to find a way to turn that damn game off. If look, what the fuck is this?
Which fan base is smarter?
Who is currently the oldest player in the NFL? The oldest player in the NFL? Got to be a kicker. It's actually a quarterback. Rodgers, maybe? Who has the most return touchdowns in NFL history? Devin Hester? Devin Hester? Who is the all-time leader in receiving yards? Is it Jerry Rice? Jerry Rice? Which NFL player has won the most MVPs? The most MVPs? Aaron? Not Aaron. Peyton Manning. Do you know how many he has? 5? Who was the last team to go winless? It's the Detroit Lions. One more team did it after them. It was
yeah,
the
Cleveland.
Okay. Detroit Lions. Browns. What two teams have won the most Super Bowls? Patriots and Steelers. Steelers, Patriots. Yep. What team is the only team without a logo on its helmet? Browns. Who is
No, Aaron Rodgers is on Steelers now? I think he just got hurt, but I think he's playing. I think he just hurt his wrist like last week or the week before.
the longest tenured head coach in the NFL with the same team?
Mike Tomlin, right?
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin. Yes, sir.
I don't know how the Saints won, but I mean, okay. But man, I don't know, bro. Now I can't even watch this damn Jets game because it's just like I don't understand how y'all made Tyrod Taylor look this good. He's falling on the ground. These two just completely too far away. They broke his nose last week? Damn. I didn't know that. Shit. Yeah, Antonio Brown is... that man's brain is cooked. Honestly, think Arthur Blank is listening too much to Terry and McKay. I think he's letting them control the outcomes of the team, and that's why he hasn't been fired yet. It's possible. That is very possible. That is very possible. That is very, very possible. I wish I knew, but it's like I don't get it. I don't get it. And part of me doesn't even want to try to get it because it may not be something that we have to understand. It's just we have to accept the fact that we're trash. We have to accept the fact that we're trash and that the front office that unfortunately, you know, we are oh my God, look at this.
Well, we're all over the Falcons today and this exciting win that has our town buzzing right now. I have more coming up in the next hour on Fox 5 News. And in case you're wondering, the Falcons will leave for Houston, site of the Super Bowl, on Sunday. Deidre.
I loved all the hugs after the game.
So exciting. It's not going to be exciting in a few days. It's exciting now, but wait, I wish I was like a future, like I was someone from the future and I could come and tell them like, yo, don't do it. Don't watch the game, bro. It's exciting right now. Don't do it. Just go to bed. Go to bed. You're going to hear a lot of screaming. You're going to hear a lot of jumping up and down. You're going to hear a lot of crying. Just don't watch it. For the sake of your mental state, just don't watch it. Just don't do it. You know, but I mean, at this point right now, bro, you know, I honestly don't know what this team has left. And like I said, you know, like I said during the Miami game, I think we should be in a situation where we should have fired Raheem after that. And that's why, you know, we were going back and forth about the whole just if the Falcons should just throw the game or not, you know, and it's like where we're at now, I still completely stand by what I said, but it's like I really thought Raheem would be gone by now. I realistically thought that Raheem would be like totally gone by now, and the fact that he isn't is completely astonishing to me. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You understand? So it's like, what I don't know what we do from here. I don't know what we do from here, bro. It makes no sense to me, and I don't like, trying to figure things out that don't make any sense. It's very hard for me to do. It's very hard for me to do. And this team is just a huge example of a whole bunch of people in one spot all doing things that do not benefit the team that they work for. Everything. From top to bottom, it's just a group of people. It's just a group of people that have no idea what they're doing. And I don't know how we can advance from this. I don't know if we advance from this, but it's just something that I, refuse to spend time thinking about for a long time. Because if they're not thinking about it, why are we doing it? Realistically, why are we doing it? You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate. It's super unfortunate, but what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? But I'm probably gonna get up out of here, but I appreciate y'all for chilling with me. You know what I'm saying? I want to do more live streams on this channel. It's just as far as copyright. Copyright's my main issue with this, because on Twitch I can watch whatever. Here it's like I can't even watch the NFL highlights, or NFL is gonna have to do some shit and they're gonna mute the damn stream and shit like that. And I don't feel like fighting that. But if I might do like a test stream. I think Sunday may be a test stream just to see if I can play the audio of the game and obviously not show the picture without getting banned. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to try to do. And then if everything works the way I want it to, Thursday we can do a full watch along for the game against Tampa Thursday night. We have another primetime game for some reason. I don't think we deserve one, but Do y'all think we need a QB change to let Odu develop more? Well, Penix, he may be ready week 1. But he's coming off of an injury. So I say draft a quarterback. Start Penix, but we have a backup. And get rid of Kirk Cousins. I think Penix is the future. I just think that he's injury prone. Well, not yet. He's teetering on that line of being injury prone. He's had, I think it was like 5 or over 5 career-ending injuries in a very short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to let him go. But I do not want to be in a situation where our star quarterback is getting injured consistently. Because, Look about I'm notification Sunday. All right, bet. Downtown 10, I'll be, make sure that stream works and everything for that. Honestly, not to say Penix was a bad pick in the draft. When we drafted him, Arthur Blank was visibly confused. Yeah, you're right. Because, to be honest with you, we already messed up with the Kirk contract. So we were already downhill. So everything happened after that, for the most part, was even worse. You know what I'm saying? Besides our defensive picks. But everything from that point was just downhill. And now we're in a weird spot with Penix being hurt. And now Kirk should be going. Because if we can get rid of him and offload other people on the team, like the guy did, we'll have over $70 million to do whatever. And let's just say Penix is good week 1. He doesn't get injured next year. We get the defenders we need to make our defense even better than where it is. Get the corners, you know what I'm saying? Get the defensive linemen. Get the big 300-pound. I partially want an offensive lineman too. I think we need a center bad, but I think that could be something that's picked up in free agency maybe. But I really think we need a center as well. But hey, you never know. But we'll see what happens. Sunday live stream is probably going to be a test, and then if everything goes the way I hope, then Thursday night we'll be locked in to watch the Tampa Bay game, win, loss, or draw. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at this. Hold on, before I got here, look at this. This just came up. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this right here. I think this looks like, this is what I'm feeling right here. I think this is what I'm feeling right here. This how bad we gonna lose. I'm feeling this right here. We definitely losing by 2 scores. That's just a given. They may score more than 31, but you know, I know that everyone is just like, yeah, the Falcons gonna lose. I'm happy. I'm happy, you know. Yeah, JSN gonna be there, and he's gonna rip this damn defense apart, possibly, because the secondary just be tripping and falling over themselves. So I don't know, but and I got food in the oven, so I got to take that. I smell it now, so I got to take that shit out. But I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for chilling with me. Bruce, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. If you break 20 points as a accomplishment on that defense, gonna find out. But yeah, I mean, y'all be good, and yeah, I think that's all I got. So hopefully I'll see y'all on Sunday, and everything works the way it's supposed to. Either way, you know, we're still gonna get a post game video after that, no matter what happens. What, you know, expecting a loss just depends on how bad and how mad that shit makes me. But let's just hope the next time I speak to y'all, Raheem Morris is fired. Very unlikely, but you know, never say never.